What if I told you that your mind is a playground for shadows, a place where thoughts can deceive, manipulate, or even inspire you without you ever noticing? Welcome to the dark playground of your mind. In the next few minutes, we will journey into the deepest corners of human thought, exploring the hidden forces that shape our decisions, our fears, and our desires, often before we even realize it. The human mind is a labyrinth, a complex network of neurons firing in ways we often don't understand. Every choice, every impulse, every fleeting emotion is the result of countless invisible processes. Some of these processes are our allies, others can be our greatest enemies. Imagine a room in your brain that you never enter consciously. It's dark, filled with echoes of past experiences, memories you've forgotten, and instincts buried beneath the surface. Psychologists call this the subconscious. Here your fears, desires, and even biases are amplified, dancing like shadows on the walls. And the most dangerous part, you often think you are in control. But you're not. This is the playground. The dark playground, a place where your mind plays with itself, shaping your reality, twisting perception, and testing your limits. Every day, unseen forces shape your thoughts. From the subtle influence of a friend's suggestion, to the persuasive pull of advertisements, to the carefully crafted illusions in social media, the mind is constantly being tested. Dark psychology studies these forces, not to manipulate for selfish gain, but to reveal how easily humans can be influenced, how the shadows of our mind can guide us, sometimes toward fear, sometimes toward ambition. Take, for example, the concept of gaslighting, a term you might have heard. Gaslighting is a subtle art, making someone question their reality, doubt their own memory, or feel insecure. But here's the fascinating part. Even in your own mind, you gaslight yourself. Ever blame yourself for something that wasn't your fault? That's the playground at work. But it's not all dark. Understanding these shadows gives you power. Power to see, to anticipate, and to shape your own reality. Your mind is constantly at play, running invisible simulations of what could happen, rehearsing conversations, imagining victories, or replaying regrets. It's a dance, a choreography of neurons and emotions, fear and hope intertwined. Every fear you feel, every ambition you chase is a player in this invisible dance. Some shadows push you to hide, to retreat, to doubt. Others, hidden more subtly, drive you to create, to dream, to risk. Recognizing these dancers is the first step in taking control of the playground. Here's a truth most people ignore. The most powerful moments of growth happen when you confront your own dark playground. When you face the shadows without fear, you gain clarity. You start to understand why you act, think, and feel the way you do. And you begin to step out of the puppet strings that once controlled you. Think about the last time you made a decision that didn't make sense. Maybe you bought something you didn't need or reacted angrily to a minor comment. That wasn't random. Your mind was playing a game, subtle, almost invisible, testing your reactions, measuring your impulses. Dark psychology reveals that everyone is part of this mental game. From leaders influencing nations, to marketers shaping consumer behavior, to your own inner dialogue subtly controlling your choices, the rules of the game are often hidden, and the more aware you are, the better player you become. But here's the paradox. The game is not about winning over others. The true challenge is mastering yourself, controlling your impulses, understanding your fears, and harnessing your creativity. That is the ultimate victory in the dark playground. The shadows in your mind are not just obstacles, they are teachers. They reveal your insecurities, your biases, your desires. By observing them without judgment, you learn invaluable truths about yourself. For example, fear is often seen as weakness. But in the dark playground, fear is a guide. It shows where your limits lie, what matters to you, and where growth is possible. Anger? It's energy waiting to be transformed. Doubt? It's a signal to question your assumptions and think more deeply. When you embrace the shadows, you no longer fear them. You start to see patterns, anticipate reactions, and even use the dark corners of your mind to fuel creativity and innovation. Awareness is your lantern in the dark playground. By understanding your own mind, you stop being a pawn and become a player. You notice manipulations, detect subtle influences, and recognize your own internal biases. Awareness gives you freedom. Every thought that crosses your mind is a choice. Every emotion, a signal. Every fear, a teacher. And the more you understand these signals, the more you control your reality. This is not a theory, it's a practice. Mindfulness, reflection, journaling, meditation, all of these are ways to illuminate the shadows. The more light you bring, the more power you gain in the dark playground. So, what does it mean to truly master the dark playground? It means walking into the shadows without fear. It means observing the whispers of your mind without judgment. It means embracing both the light and the dark within you. When you do this, you gain clarity, focus, and resilience. You understand your patterns, your motivations, and your triggers. You start to act not out of reaction, but with intention. And in doing so, you transform the playground from a place of chaos into a place of creation. The dark playground is not evil. It is neutral. Its power is immense, but only when harnessed. And the greatest power lies not in manipulating others, but in mastering yourself. Your mind is a dark playground. Shadows will always exist. Fear, doubt, and hidden influences will always linger. But remember this: within you lies the lantern of awareness. Step into the shadows, confront the whispers, and play the game intentionally. What will you discover in your dark playground? Will you let the shadows control you, or will you become the master of your mind? If you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of the human mind, subscribe to Psych Game and join the journey into the hidden corners of thought, perception, and influence.